Hello, 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 everybody. This is Big Tuna coming at you with what we hope to be an awesome Sid Meier Civilization 5 Brave New World campaign. I'm coming at you today with one of the coolest civs in the game. They are known as the Koreans, and they are led by Sejong. The Korean Empire is known as one of the most amazing civs in the game. That is because they have some very awesome abilities. The best ability is known as I guess their special ability that is known as the Scholars of the Jade Hall. That provides +2 science for all specialists, not just scientific specialists. So whether you have a specialist posted in a workshop, in a bank, in a market, in an amphitheater, specialist, no, maybe an opera house, I don't know, whatever. Point is, it doesn't have to be scientific. You get +2 science for each one of those across the empire. Also, every great person tile improvement you get. So for every, if you decide to plant an engineer and make a manufactory, if you decide to plant I believe a great general and get a citadel. Is that what those are called? Whatever. You get +2 science for all of those. So there's really a lot in store for the Koreans. Very, very exciting. But beyond all that, you also receive a tech boost each time a scientific building or wonder is built in the Korean capital. So if you build a library in the capital, you get a tech boost. If you build a university, you build a national college, you get a tech boost. And it's not a tiny little tech boost. It's not like 100 science. It is equal to when you do a trade agreement with the Civ and they have more science than you do, it's equivalent to about that amount. So it is not insignificant. And yeah, you get to look forward to that many, many times throughout the empire. Now, what does this call for? This calls for an absolutely beastly capital. So I think a lot of growth should be focused on the capital. Um, I think it also it just belies a strong, well-populated civ that can leverage its population to work a lot of specialists, and also generate a lot of science. So, it's not, to be honest, it's not the kind of civ that's going out and knocking out other cities. It has two special units that are powerful. They definitely pack a punch, but they're definitely built more towards a defensive game. The first one we'll talk about is the Turtle Ship. This is a heavily armored naval unit of the Renaissance era, and it has 36 strength, which is kind of crazy. Basically, I think the concept of a turtle ship is like if you see two or three or maybe four of them chilling in a body of water, you're not going to want to venture your ships to mess with them, unless you're teched way beyond them. So, yeah, they basically, whatever cities they're guarding, they're keeping safe. Now, they do have some drawbacks. They replaced the Caravel, which, when most of you guys think of the Caravel, you think of a relatively weak unit. It's kind of funny that it replaces the Caravel because it's kind of a lot unlike it. A Caravel tends to be known as an exploring, seafaring. It can travel across ocean tiles. It doesn't have to be tied to your coast, so it can go out and really get the lay of the land. It can really I guess the lay of the ocean, as it were. It can tell you, what's going on other continents, help you meet some of the other civs in the game. But as far as combat, it's pretty weak. I mean, you're not if you are an attacking civ and you swoop in and see somebody's harbor is filled with 3 or 4 caravels, you're not going to shake in your boots the same way you would if you swooped in and saw 3 or 4 turtle ships. Turtle ships cannot enter deep ocean hexes outside of the city borders, so they can go into the ocean within the borders of the Civ, within Korea's borders, but you can't go any further. So they replaced the Caravel, but they're quite unlike the Caravel. I think the main point is they are great for defense, but that's about it. The Hwacha is a city that replaces the Trebuchet. Now, in a similar way, trebuchets are known for being primarily offensive. You hear about civilizations that will, once they research physics, will build a bunch of trebuchets. They'll march them around they'll march them around the map. They will use them to conquer a lot of nearby civilizations, nearby cities. They'll kind of gang up, get a bunch of shots in, and then maybe get a pikeman or a longswordsman in there to capture the city. So they're great units for that. Hwacha, in fact, I believe they get trebuchets get a considerable bonus when attacking cities. So they are really your friend when you're trying to take enemy cities down and go in for the capture. Watchers don't give you such a bonus. Rather, they are weak against cities, or rather, they just don't get that bonus. And there is something kind of weak about bombard units in Civ in general, in that, yeah, they just don't have much core strength. So they can pack a big punch when they hit a city. Well, let's say a melee unit comes and marches on them and attacks. They usually only got about 1 or 2 turns of them before they collapse. Same with Wacha. I mean, you don't really want to bring these guys out into the field. You don't want them to use them to attack cities. They only have 11 strength. I mean, by the time you research them, the melee units that are similar tech to that can take them out no problem. The thing is, they're really good against those units. Range strength 26. So what does that all mean? That basically means they're really good at defending cities, not so good at attacking. So if you get your cities, like big tall cities, teching a lot, building scientific buildings, having a lot of specialists, and then you also fill them with turtle ships and watches, man, your enemies are going to watch out to attack you. That is the perfect combination for Korea. Kind of a small, tall, very compact empire that is being very productive and that is generating a lot of science. That is going to put you on the path to victory. I do believe we're going to try for a scientific victory. If it's looking like that's not going to happen, but we do have another victory type open to us, we can try for it. I mean, science leaves you in a good spot as a Civ. Typically, it means, if you have great science compared to the other Civs, it means you're the first to get to a lot of things. So it can also be really good for things like culture, and, I don't think we're going to be doing a domination Civ. I'll probably roll that out. I also don't think so we are playing on Emperor level 6. I don't think we're going to be getting to a time victory. I don't think we'll hit 500. Chances are another Civ on the map. There are 7 other Civs on the map, by the way. We're playing standard map size with continents. One of them is probably going to get the win condition by 500. So with those 2 victory types rolled out, we have a culture victory, we have a diplomatic victory, and of course a scientific victory. But look, I think probably a 90%, 95% chance we're going for that sweet, sweet scientific victory as Korea. Anyway, I gave the rundown. Usually there's not going to be that much exposition at the beginning of each episode. Let's go for it. I am going to go ahead and get us rolling. Let us get started. Let's take a look at what we have going for us. Okay. So, like a lot of other Civs, like Korea, Korea has an ocean start bias. I'm not going to lie, I'm a little happier than I was when I saw the info panel pop up, because when it did, I thought this was all desert. It's not all desert. There is some desert, maybe a considerable amount of desert down here. But just looking at the tiles I have around me, so we have whales, we have pearls. We're definitely going to want to get sailing out early, because we don't have any luxury resources to work before we get sailing in place. But yeah, we're getting, some growth, some good growth. We have stone, which is going to help with production. So this is ultimately pretty well balanced. I think, we can also get some gold off of our luxury units. I am happy to be on a hill. That makes the city a little bit easier to defend. We also have some forest to the north, which is good and bad. Forest can be pretty hard to move around in. So it might actually be worth chopping down, which can produce a lot of short-term production for the Empire. On the upside, I guess we'll have to get the lay of the land and see kind of diplomatically. I mean, do we have like a big scary Civ right here? Do we want a forest to protect us between them, us and them? Or, do we not really care? Is it just a coastline and we can kind of chop this all down and get the production to Seoul to build awesome stuff? We will see. I'm going to move this warrior to this hill. I love ending turns on hills. I can see there's a nice little river right here. So yeah, let's see what is around. Okay, so this looks a little bit too far away for Seoul to get anytime soon. This could be a very second, kind of solid second city. I tend to not, it can be hard building cities too far apart in a tradition game or in any kind of game. You do want to nab up maximum resources, but also if you have cities close together, you can build short roads between them. You don't have to pay a lot on road maintenance. You can move units quickly between them, so if you get attacked, you have a lot of backup in your other cities. But yeah, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. I think the next big question we have to ask is, do we want to settle in place? And I think we do. I think we want to stay on the coast. We have some good coastal tiles here. We can get these, get sailing and get these up and running, get a little bit of a navy going. And then we can generate units to figure out what's going on the land. So I'm going to go ahead and settle Seoul, our first big, beautiful Korean city. We have agriculture unlocked. We actually don't have many farm tiles. We can work a farm here, but we do have cattle, and that's going to be great for food. So look, we're playing a tall game. I think we probably want about 4 cities at max. I know some people would like to go a little bit wider than that, maybe build 5 or even 6. I'm going to settle on the 4, and unless there's some huge opportunity to expand, I'm going to stick with the 4. But yeah, we definitely want to grow right now. We want to get a... I'm a very big 2 scouts at the very beginning kind of guy. Yeah, I think we should get 2 scouts out. It's only going to take us 10 turns because of the production we have. Some people like to get the scout into a monument. No, I think figuring out our land situation is a lot better. It looks like it could be, I mean, who knows? It could be a big continent. Who knows? That's the whole point. We have to explore. And to do that, we need scouts. And I think 2 scouts is going to be very beneficial to us. So I also want to get a, if not a full-blown religion, I would love to get a, at the very least, a pantheon underway. So I think we should lock down a shrine. Of course, you're going to want a granary in a game style like this, of course. So let us go. We're officially going to end our first turn, and the play is going to get underway. Okay, so the thing is, I am going to move south now. I think it's just going to be easier to explore the desert than it is the forest. So yeah, let's go for that. Wow. Okay. I didn't expect that. Yeah, so maybe we should have second thoughts. I think we should definitely get this next scout out, but I don't know if it's worth another scout beyond that. Wow, it was nice to discover some ruins up here. I'm happy for that. Okay, this could be a super isolated start. I'm pretty sure I played on continents. I didn't play on like archipelago. Okay, well, let's keep exploring. I mean, I'm gonna go get those. When in doubt, go for the ruins. Oh my god, it's literally the worst ruin type. Yeah, this is sort of like there's a hill over here. This is begging for a second expand. It's not on the river. It's good production. 1, 2, 3. If I settle here, I would be able to get access to the pearls eventually. And I'd be able to get pretty quick access to this. Would I be able to do it? 1, 2, 3. I can't. I actually cannot settle here. Seoul is too close. That's annoying. I can't settle this river. Because Seoul is too close. It can't be within 3 tiles. That's annoying. So I totally can't use this river. But maybe this is the second expand that we're going to want. I mean, we could chop these down and build farms, I suppose. The forest isn't great. I'm not going to lie. We're going to have to think about this. I mean, this is still a pretty solid expand. We get the pearls, we get some dyes, so we do get a unique luxury resource, and that ultimately we're going to get production by settling on the hill. I'm super curious to keep exploring this. What is going on here? Because that is going to be very important. So I have 2 decisions. I could go one of 2 ways. I could start exploring south again. I think I am. I don't want to get this worker too far from the capital, and I think it's going to be easier to move around down south. We'll let the scout deal with the forest to the north. So far, it's a very unique continent. We have kind of like forest to the north and some desert to the south. I don't know how I feel about it yet. Okay, we are officially pop 2. Yeah, let's get our nice little scout going north. Yeah, get that second growth tile there. Yeah, and okay. So it's a bit of a risk-reward situation. Do we go for the monument or the scout? And you know what? I'm going to go for the scout because we're playing continents. Worst case, it's only 4 turns. We'll just get another scout. And that's that. Yeah, bigger continent down here. So very glad I went for the scout. I think that's what we're going to get the most use out of. And of course, we're going to go the tradition tree. So once we get to the third policy of legalism, we of course are going to get free monuments in our first 4 cities anyway. That's 4 cities including the capital. Boom. Okay, 90 gold. Not bad. Not bad. And we get triples. Okay. So this might be like the third Korean city right here. What I do like about planning a city here is it's so I literally just pointed with my finger as if you guys can see it. It's embarrassing, but it's so close. It's from here to here that like building roads, we can get roads up pretty quick after we research construction, and that's going to be pretty easy. Oh man, that excited me, but yeah, there is a city-state parked up here. Yeah, this doesn't look like the expand territory, unfortunately. So it looks like we'll get one here, and then this might be a third, and then we'll find, we'll look and see if we can find a fourth anywhere. So I don't want to move my warrior too far from the capital, but keep going south. We might meet some AI. Okay, I am just gonna move this. Actually, no, we should meet the city-state and get 30 gold. Great. I could theoretically buy another scout right now. I'm not going to do that. I'd rather have a little money in the bank. We might put that towards like an archer or something. Pottery, 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 Harry pottery. Just kidding. I'm sorry. The bad jokes are going to keep coming. So if you don't like that, I'm so sorry. Yeah, let's get a shrine. Okay. Or do we just say screw religion? So I do like to grow to size 3 before we start getting like settlers out. I would like to get my empire going. Okay, let me explore down here. I'm going to think on this for a second. More ruins. Love that. So how many fish do we have? None. We have none over here. See, I never... There is the... no, there's not enough fish to get like a maritime kind of policy. Unfortunately. I'm going to move this guy down here. I'm thinking through whether I should do the faith and get the Pantheon at the very least. We could always do like God King. It's really hard to tell. There's nothing, we don't even have, I mean, it looks like the pearls are kind of our resource. It's a shitty national resource because like, 1, 2, 3, we can't even reach, if I settle not on the hill, I can't even reach like my other national resource down here. This is not an excellent start. This is like a very okay start. But we're going to make it work for us. We're Korea. We're scrappy. Not everything goes in our favor, but, we definitely figure it out. Wow, okay. Holy crap. This might be the end of the continent. This might very well be the end of the continent. What's something we definitely want? Do we skip the friggin' Pantheon? I need like one more turn, but I feel like I'm going to move this guy here, and this is going to turn into just like the continent's going to end. Like we're going to get some kind of really tiny start, which is going to be a freaking interesting game. I'll tell you that. Let's get the faith. If anything, we could do 10% growth, and just like we might only need 3 cities out of this sucker. Let's do it. Okay. I have a good feeling about landing the national or the Great Library. Or do we get sailing? No, our science sucks. Let's get writing. We're Korea. We want writing as a Sith. It's something we want. I know I just went on that whole diatribe about getting sailing and getting our luxury resources hooked up. Does this feel like an isolated start? So we might have. We're not like rushing for either of these settles. It seems like. Ooh, baby. Wow, what a pickup, man. That is a game changer. Getting a whole completely new technology. Okay, so we all know how it is when you're playing Civ 5, right? And you have one turn left on freaking pottery. And you discover that ruin and it gives you pottery. So waste, it's just a waste of a ruin. Oh my goodness gracious, this was the exact opposite of that. We got an entirely new and insanely useful tech that we can now use. In fact, I can't buy a workboat yet. That would be so awesome if I could just get a workboat out right now. Can't do that, unfortunately, but you can't have the whole world. Yeah, oh my goodness gracious. So that's so great. Now we don't have to choose. We're going for writing, and I'm just going to rush Great Library. We may not get it, but oh boy, if we got it. Worst case, we'll get a little boost of gold. I'm usually not a wonder chaser, but guys, I'm feeling good about this one. Okay, so maybe, see, I don't know. It's hard to tell. How big is this continent? Luckily, we have a little bit of time to decide. I don't want to miss out. Some of you might be hating on the fact that I'm like going after a shrine when I could be going after like some other things. But guys, well, no, I wouldn't go for settlers right now. I don't think I want to get in on the religion game at least. Get us a pantheon. We don't need to be like full blown religious zealots, but get us a pantheon. We could get a lot of benefit from that. Okay, there's a city state here who's going to nab up these dies. I'm thinking it's like 80% chance we have an isolated start right now. Like this, I have seen it before where it juts out into some weird thing. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Here's the thing. No, we need like one or two more turns to figure out what the heck is going on this continent. Now, I'm starting to feel a little silly that we got that second settler, but I don't know. Now that I know this is a city-state, this looks kind of like where the continent ends. Yeah, nobody's met them. I don't think this keeps going, guys. I think this ends right here. Got some ruins. Okay. Hey, I'm not going to hate on that. That's a pretty good one. Upgrading my scout to an archer. Now we have an archer. So yeah, this is our first settle. It's so close. I mean, Seoul would eventually grow to it, but it's nice to have a second city near your, like really close to your first city. It helps your empire get going. This is like here, like your coastal. We want them to be coastal. I'm going to go into reasons why we want all of our cities to be coastal. Like this, we like get access to the truffles. It's going to take us a while to grow here. I don't know. Maybe we like settle here. I don't know. It like doesn't give us actually much great access to a lot. We're going to have to debate what we want our second city to be. We need to uncover the rest of the island. Okay. Hey, maybe I got ahead of myself. Maybe I got a little bit ahead of myself. Okay, once I hit size 3, I actually like to just go into production mode. Now, here's a question though. 3 turns per shrine. 3 turns per shrine. And we're going to go gold focus. It's like one of the only times in the game we're going to go gold focus, unless we go real broke later on. But like, if we're going to get a shrine in 3 turns, yeah, it literally makes no difference. I don't know. Like, why not get a little bit of gold from it? Rather, I mean, if we're going to get it in 3 turns anyway. So without going into Ragusa's lands, we will continue to explore. I heard Ragusa is the place where Ragu is from. I made that up. But, oof. Well, yeah, let's see. I mean, I'm going to get this guy into the action too. Why not? The only thing that's like really sucking right now is our culture. This island is a real mystery to me. Real mystery. Wow. Okay. The plot thickens. The plot thickens. Forget everything I just said. Yeah, there's stuff over here. Oops, I misclicked. So we have, okay, that's a city-state down there. Let's meet them and get some gold. 30 gold, so nobody's met them. So, like, I don't know, are we isolated? If there was somebody here, they would have met Singapore by now. That's what I'm feeling in my bones. Let's just get up in their grill and just look at what the end of the continent looks like. Hey, boys, guys, everybody, not everybody, whatever, gender inclusive, everybody watching, all my awesome viewers today. We got a shrine, we're getting faith going. Nine turns. If nobody else gets one in the meantime, we can lock down a pantheon in 9 turns and start getting benefits from that. So let's hope for that. Do we produce a settler? Or do we take advantage of our workboat and get some happiness? And I think the answer to that question. I'm usually the guy who gets like a worker on board, but we can't use a worker. We don't have many land resources in our first city. So let's go for that workboat. Let's go for that workboat. Let's see what's going on in this little meld. Okay, it's nothing. This is a freaking weird island. We're not playing like a fractal map. We're just playing continents. So, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. This is weird. It's like an objectively weird start. The same way there always must be a stock in Winterfell, there must always be a unit in Seoul. I know we're great. Yeah, I always want a unit in Seoul. Oh, you know what? We're gonna kill this dude and we could kill this dude and just make Singapore real happy really quick. Nah, we need to figure out what this map looks like. We have better stuff to do. That's Korea. Okay. The sigh. I knew it was too good to be true. I knew it was too good to be true. All right. Well, you know what? Well, hey, look, it's not all bad. We have Germany nearby. They can definitely be aggressive, but here's the thing, guys. If they get really aggressive with us, so I was hoping this might be a pretty sick like 4th settle. Or 3rd settle, I guess, like 4th city overall. We get a city here. We can do like maritime trade routes. Oh, you know what I'm discovering that's really ugly about Seoul, unfortunately, and that's kind of gross? Like, look at this. This up here is blocked off. We can't actually, when we build maritime units in the city, they can't get out. And I have a feeling, I have seen really weird maps before where, like, this will also go to the pole. So, like, Seoul to me, that's like almost like an inland lake. Like, if we can't access the broader world from our capital city, that's gross, which means I do want to take advantage of the maritime trade routes to, like, boost their size. Which means I would want to plant a city like around here, like get this luxury resource and trade. But now, like if we were an isolated start, we could just do that. And who's going to mess with us? These city states aren't taking us down. But now, like that's going to really make Germany mad. Their capital's right here. The wine is kind of their thing. So if we come, we take some of their wine. We're like on their lands. We take probably their access to the ocean, or what they think is the ocean. We're gonna peeve them off. And like, do we want to be enemies with them? I don't know. Or do we just friggin' settle it first and take it? I don't know. This is tough. This is a really tough decision. And now am I regretting going with writing? Maybe a little bit. Do we just write it out? I don't know. We don't have any units. Like, we're not going to be able to get that. Oof. I might have screwed us going for writing so early. We might have to go all or nothing, guys. We might have to lock down that great library we get. So, like, that'll get us a real boost. And then we'll be able to take that and, like, get patronage. I feel like it's all or nothing, guys. We're going to be fast. We're going to be furious. We're going to do this. We're going to gun. And okay, we need to go to production. Why are we not doing that? We beeline for it, guys. That's what we're going to do. We're going to live or die. And I'm not ending the video until... So we're going to go for that great library with all our heart. And then we're going to figure out what to do from there. We have this settle down here. We have this settle over here. I don't even know if it's worth venturing over here. How many unique luxury? That's 1, 2, 3. It would be if we get this settled, we can get 4 cities out of it. We can settle here, and then like these cities can have a nice maritime trade route. Like these 3 can all kind of be in on the game together. Seoul might languish a little bit. We'll see if there's like maybe a city state they can at least trade with or something. But no, guys, we're in it. We're gonna go for it. We're gonna get the Great Library. We're gonna try. We're gonna freaking try. Yeah, we don't have a choice. We don't have a choice. But yeah, I need to figure out what's going on over here. There's sometimes in Civ you gotta make the hard choices. It's not so obvious. So they do have some land that they can settle over here, and that makes me a little happy. Like maybe they'll be distracted and go over there. It's not like we're taking the only land they could expand to. So yeah, warrior, you need to go home. Scout, we need to explore up here. We need to get the lay of the freaking land. Yeah, give us 1 gold per turn, please. It'd be much appreciated. Okay. No, we actually can't even afford a workboat. I was going to say, should we just buy it and just go get our work started on the Great Library right away? Okay, we're in the... So Great Library is something we can start building right now. Let's send this guy north. Look, you take risks in this game, and sometimes they pay off and sometimes they don't. And I don't know. There's a lot of questions flying around right now. We also don't know if this continent necessarily ends. It could smooth out right here, which would give Germany less room to expand, but also means Seoul can kind of like do trades with the world, sort of. I don't know. There's a lot of questions flying around. So what do we get next? I actually think we go for animal husbandry. For a variety of reasons, I think it gives us, we get to see if there's like horses on the continent. We also get to see if there's, that'll help direct us where to settle. We can also get trapping, so when we improve the truffles, we'll have that. Guys, I am nervous, I'm not going to lie. This is either going to work or it's not going to work. It's either going to be a dark start. Ooh, you didn't even exclude them. Germany, step up your game, please. There's ruins right here. Literally the worst kind. Literally the worst kind of ruins. Let's shoot him. Let's shoot this guy dead. I'm going to inch up right here. Discover Panama City. So Germany's just not exploring. I don't know what they're doing. I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's like a lot of land down here that they're just enjoying. We are on like a weird little geographic thing. Like a little arm sticking out from the... Okay, this is a big question. Does Seoul have access to the world? Inconclusive. I don't know. Panama City holds the answer. I'm guessing no. When you get tundra up here, it's kind of like the pole. Sometimes there's a gap of 1 tile. So it's hard to tell, guys. So normally on videos, I'm going to play till turn 25. This video, I can't. I just can't. I am physically incapable of playing till turn 25 on this. Can't do it. I can't do it. I'm going to create a fishing boat. Oh, boy. Great Library, 27 turns. The game doesn't think I should go for it. I should have been growing that whole time. What the heck is wrong with me? So if I go, I'm gonna grow and get that 4th citizen. So 31 turns right now. Can I buy a worker? That would make the game way too easy. I can buy a work boat. We don't get another tile for 1750. I'm not gonna be able to afford a work boat. I would totally buy a work. Well, yeah, no. I would totally buy a work boat. But I can't buy another one until we have access to another tile. And then at that point, I would buy the whales. Looks like, I don't know, we have to solve this mystery. Oh, Germany, come in, like, settle up here. Lake Victoria, what do you get? 6. Wow, that's a whole, like, hanging gardens. That's pretty crazy, actually. That's a great settle. I don't know, that might be a little bit too far away on land. So many questions with this start. So many questions. I don't know what to do. Okay, bad news. Seoul is trapped off in the rest of the world. What a crappy start. That means, like, okay, so this guy has to be, like, Seoul's little, like, student. Like, Seoul needs to be his mentor. Like, and just train him up, get him huge. I think, I don't know now. Should we have 2 cities that are cut off from the rest of the world? Because, like, we want a beastly capital. We want a beastly capital in this game. Like, if we had known and we had just moved over it, like, I probably would have just made that move and moved to this tile. Anyway, we'll at least confirm that they're 100% cut off from the world, and then we will wallow in our self-pity. But let's at least get that figured out. Got to explore. I know our units are getting, like, super close to each other now to where they're, like, redundant. Ew, I don't like that. I think that answers our question right there. Why would you make Seoul cut off from the rest of the world? Silly, man. Silly. Okay, I do want to steal a worker soon. Let's go down to Ragusa, get us some Ragu. Maybe we can steal a worker. So we do get a cultural policy in 1 turn. We're, like, really putting all our eggs in this one basket for the Great Library. And so many people have, like, learned not to do this. So many good players. Enough faith to get... So we got our Pantheon in 1 turn. We got our social policy in 1 turn. I'm going to be honest, guys. I don't see us being a super religious Civ. We do have the 1 production from fishing boats. I don't know if that applies to non-fish, and we don't have enough fish to make it worth it. Palace, just the God King, it's a good start if you don't know what to do, and I'm feeling so tempted. I could really use that +1 production in the capital right now. There's even, like, there's a 15 production towards ancient and classical wonders. Maybe we do that, and we just spend it all at once. Some people would think I'm just a freaking idiot for that. Basically, that's totally just going all in. Oh, gems and pearls. We don't have any gems. We have pearls, but I don't know. Do we care that much about a religion? And that's 4 pearls, maybe 5 pearls, so that's 10 faith. That's not bad. Okay, let's go with the culture. Oh, I forget. We don't get aristocracy yet. We haven't even unlocked freaking tradition, but we'll get it soon. Yeah, like 7 or 8 turns. Yeah. Let's go God King. I think that's a good way to hedge our bets. Like, we still don't know where we're going to settle. I'm not feeling comfortable enough. We could get our faith off the ground by doing the Tears of the Gods. I don't know. I'm going God King. Sorry, guys. It's going to give us that little bit of a boost we need. Yeah, we get that extra culture, so in 6 turns we'll be able to unlock what we need to unlock. This guy needs to go south. We need to figure out what's going on in Germany's lands. Ooh, no. Oh, we're cut off. We're totally cut off from the rest of the world. Great. Great. Can we build here? This might not be a bad place to settle, because this, if we settle here, we get both. We get access to, like, one of our resources. We get growth. Like, you know, it's not, like, the best tile in the world. 1, 2, 3. We do get access to, like, an extra hill and some bison. And we can get land trade routes with both of these cities, and also, we can get sea trade routes with both of these cities, and a sea trade route with Seoul. I think this is our city, guys. And then we're not pissing off the Germans by getting too close. I don't know. I think we might have figured it out. And I don't think that's going to be our second settle, because we don't need it. Like, it's not particularly contested. I don't think Germany, it's not a particularly good looking tile. It's good for our needs, but not, like, Germany wouldn't want to go. If we settle here, we're probably pissing off Germany quite a bit. This is the way we win, guys. This is how we Have access to Soul. We're super close. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Guys, 1, 2, 3. Guys, we're far enough away from Soul to settle right here. This might be it. This might be it. Okay. All right. I don't know. I'm feeling a little clever. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to move this guy in. So this would be the normal stopping point for an episode, but I cannot stop right now. I can't. I'm going to give you guys a bonus. Like, for first episode, just get things rolling. Oh, boy. Can we? No. How much is... Okay. Let's see. I talk. 50. If we do 50, we'll have 222. And then we can get the workboat. So what do we have to save? We have to save until 290. It's coming. When we get 290, we can lock this down and get a second workboat here. I think we're going to want calendar. We need to start getting things we can use. We need trapping if we settle here. We need calendar if we settle around here. Get calendar. Guys, we're risking it all. I am going to save just because who knows. Sometimes you got to take big risks as a Civ. Do I move this guy back now? Just start moving. I'm gonna like go and explore down Singapore and then probably move back. I don't want my warrior to get too beat up, but if we can steal a worker, that'd be very, very appreciated. Soul has grown 19 turns, and then we can. Is it worth? Like, if we focus all on growth, how many turns is it to grow? 14. Yuck. 17 turns. 17 turns to the Great Library. I have a sneaking suspicion we're not going to get it. It's like one of the earliest wonders, so probably not. Who knows? If we land it. Oh, if we land it. Then exciting times are ahead. Okay, so Singapore. Let's get this archer out of here. $15 short turns away from the Great Library. I'm gonna get this guy a bonus and then... Oh, that was so stupid. Okay, warrior, come down to do what you did. Is there a worker in this city? Is there a worker in Singapore? We're effectively just trying to steal a worker now from one of these many city-states around us. Made that policy. We're going all in, baby. Plus 15% production. So what does it bring that number down to? 12. 12. Oh man, one turn to get this in one turn, and then I could buy a workboat for it. Who knows? Guys, who knows? What's going on in Singapore? No workers. Crap. I'm going to move this guy to the hill and just let him rest up a little bit. Guys, a lot is at play here. I'm going to let him chill. I don't know. Am I going to let him chill? I think I need this guy to just go figure out what's happening on the continent. This archer needs to go home. He needs to go home. Oh, wait. Okay. Workboat. I'm going to move him further into the city. I'm going to heal this archer up. No workers? Really? Ragusa, step it up. You're size 3. Boom, locking down some whales. I don't know what. Did that have no effect on the city? I guess it didn't change the production. Whatever. You want to get your cap low. How did it hurt it? Didn't it? Wasn't it at 9? The heck? 9. So we're not even using it. Okay. I don't care. I don't care. Okay, we got calendar. Great. Yeah. Do we get trapping next? We get trapping. Ah, for archer? No, we get trapping. Let's just explore east. Yeah, there may not be much left. Oh my goodness. Ugh. I'm going to attack this guy while because Goose is going to kill him next turn. I'm going to heal this guy up. Okay, they're size 4. They got to be getting some kind of worker out. I know I'm trespassing in Ragusa. Oh, well, their borders grew, to be fair. To be totally fair, their borders grew. Okay. We have explored the entire weird freaking continent we're on. I'm not going to get excited about the hanging, I'm sorry, about the Great Library. I'm going to save the game. Alright, let's get this scout to swoop up a worker for us. We're going to get this guy, maybe we're going to give him a bit of backup. Let's move him into the territory. Soul has grown. Soul has grown. Part of me is like, can I just starve my population at this point and get it done in 3 turns? Am I that kind of a cruel leader? Oh, 3! Yes. Stagnation. 3 turns. Yeah, so this is a lot to think about. No, let me look. Can I get this? Can I move this guy just to save a? I mean, the thing is, we've all been there where we've been like sniped before. Or yeah. Well, this guy should move here. I didn't even think about the fact that the whales wouldn't help us. Okay, not much we can do. Okay. Ragusa, come on. Do you have a worker for us? I'm going to move this guy into the capital. We got to get mining underway. We got to get mining. Just because we don't have anything we could really do like with it right away, but we got to get masonry to get the stone. I don't know. It's just, you want to get mining. You don't want to get like this far in the game and not have mining. So what's going on with our scout? Okay. Scout, come back. Maybe you can scoop us up a worker. Archer, you can get in the capital. Gusa, come on, hook a guy up. Guys, I'm getting pretty freaking excited about this, okay? Oh my god, we're at 1 turn. And we have a policy. Oligarchy. That's actually going to save us some gold. Okay. Alright, here's what we want to do. So I'm taking some time to think about this. Okay, so we get 2 things as Korea from a great library. So we're going to get that freaking library in our capital, which is great. And we land the great library. Do we get 2 boosts? It might count. I think it actually might count for 2 boosts because we get the great library, which is a scientific wonder. And then that includes its own library, which I think will be a separate boost. And then it also includes a free tech. Oh my god. So I'm tempted to go, like, I want to be researching, like, philosophy. I want to be researching. But the thing is, if we discover it on philosophy, we don't. Then we're kind of like we want to also get. I want to get philosophy as a free tech because I think I want to get a national college right away. Then we can settle our like get a just banging science right out the gate before turn 50. I mean, dude, before turn to get your national college like around turn 50, however long it takes to build it. Then we get our 3 cities settled, and then Korea is underway. Our science is in a great spot. Forget it. Oh man. Um, yeah, let's go for drama. Let's be researching drama. If we don't get this, I'm gonna quit Civ forever. Probably. It's probably what's gonna happen. Okay. Here goes freaking nothing. We got it. Oh my god. Oh. Oh my god. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody who tuned in, fans, Sivers, fellow Sivers, guys, we took a risk and it freaking paid off. Not only did it pay off, I mean, guys, this is the one Civ, probably the best Civ to get the Great Library at the beginning because you get the boost from. I think we went over. You get the boost from the Wonder, and then you get the boost from the library building. Then you get the boost from. Then you get a free tech. So we have drama and poetry has dropped significantly. That's a great tech to pick up this early. Provides a free library in the city. So it contains 2 slots for great works of writing. Gonna shoot this guy in celebration. So we get a free tech, guys. I know this is like we're kind of pushing off our cities a lot by doing this. Let's get philosophy right now, and then we can build our national college, and then we can finally push our 3 cities out. Be in a great spot to do it. I'm going for it. Philosophy, baby. Philosophy, baby. Classical era. We can start work on our national college. 13 turns too. Not so bad. Um, and then we'll just do like boom, settle, boom, settle, boom, settle. Yeah, boom, settle, boom, settle, boom, settle. Gonna want to get a worker at some point, but yeah, we can steal a worker, and then that can kind of keep our happiness afloat. Yeah, is this guy Singapore has to have a freaking worker by now. Okay, we're gonna take it till turn 50, guys. What an episode! What a freaking episode to get this campaign started. Locking down Great Library is super exciting for us. Rakusa, come on. Okay, we did it. All right, getting up close. Now, for those of you who don't know about like stealing workers, um, yeah. So you declare war on the city state like so. You declared war. Germany is probably going to be like, hey, make peace with them at once. But actually, the thing is, when you attack a city, like if we were to attack Berlin, they wouldn't make peace with us right away. We couldn't just sue for peace. They would take a good like I think the algorithm is like it takes a good like 10 turns to settle for peace. You can make peace with the city state right away, so they can't attack us, and we have their worker now. Now the thing is, you don't want to do that more than once because then I think you get some kind of like warmonger penalty. Um, yeah, but okay, we have a worker now. I'm gonna bring the warrior back up. I don't want to steal a worker from Ragusa. They freaking hate us now. Okay, we'll get the worker, and we will. Once we get our national college, we will start producing units. Yeah, we're going to get 1 city here. I think 1 city. We'll figure it out. Maybe 1 city right here, or like we'll figure it out, and then 1 city right here on this hill that gives us access to both in and out. And that, guys, that's the Korean Empire right there. So we're going to play until turn 50. Yeah, let's get this warrior the heck out of here. Start to improve relations with Ragusa again. The only thing now is we need this scout to survive, which they have been known to die. We're also I don't know if we should be focusing on growth or not. Like 11 turns actually makes no difference. 12. Okay, we'll focus on production for now. Guys, what a great day! This is quite the start. I feel happy that we just went for it. We followed our dreams, and it paid off. We have the freaking great library. We have a library in our capital. Okay, this guy needs to survive and not get killed on the way home. So that's kind of a big deal. Ooh, did they leave him alone? They kind of did. They kind of did. We're gonna. Okay. Actually, you always want to move the worker first because you don't like right now, especially. We wouldn't want the settler to or the scout to be in one place and the worker to be somewhere completely different. Okay, let's get this guy out of our grill. Can't believe we're gonna get our national college by turn 58. Pretty unheard of. Okay, I don't want any of these units to die. They're going to be very valuable alive to the Empire. So this warrior can kind of go around. Yeah, let the worker lead the way. Let's boom off of our doorstep. All right. Still have 10 happiness. We haven't settled any cities yet, but we were really able to get Seoul, off the ground. We have our science in a great place. Gonna walk our warrior. Gonna walk the worker. Everything's coming back together. We took a full understanding of the continent. This was a great first 50 turns, guys. We have a freaking great library sitting at our capital. We were able to. We're about to unlock drama and poetry. So I wouldn't have actually probably gone for that next. To be honest, I think I forgot I had it on. But no worries, guys. Our science is in such a good place. Like, look at how quickly we're going to fly through the tree now. And it's going to be even better when we get our national college in place. So I'm feeling really optimistic about this. Feeling really happy, in fact. All right, guys. The thing is, I'm not going to wait until the national college. If I did, this video would never end. Then something else. Then I'd be like, oh, I want to do my first city settle. We'd be here for 3 hours. I got to end this video now. It's already gone a little long. Thank you so much for tuning in. Guys, this was a really, really fun start to a campaign. Yeah, it seems like it's going to be great for Korea. At first, I was skeptical. I'm not going to lie. It seemed like a weird start. But, we have a game plan now. We have our city settled. So, our empire, we're all going to be pretty close. We're actually not going to control that much land. But we're going to control a lot of assets. And I think we're going to be able to grow quickly. Yeah, this early science start really helps us. Let's take a look. The demographics may not be crazy in our favor. That's actually pretty funny. I don't know. This is normal early on. I wouldn't really pay attention to these until maybe turn 100. I think it's because all these other civs control more land. They've all settled. Yeah, not even a big difference with soldiers with Germany, and I don't see them attacking us anytime soon. These numbers are all going to go down. We're going to move towards the top. This is what you do when you invest your time you could be spending building your early infrastructure. You spent it on a wonder, but this wonder was so good and so tailor-made for Korea. I think it was 100% worth it. I feel great with the decision to pursue it. All right. Anyway, guys, I'm going to end the episode here. I can't wait for part 2. From now on, the episodes are going to be a little bit shorter. I'm going to make them 25 turns instead of 30. I'm sorry, instead of 50. But I want to give you guys a special treat to start. But yeah, I think things, as exciting as this episode was, things are only going to get better from here. Thank you so much for your time, and I will catch you guys in part 2. Take it easy.